Before I start this video, I just want to say that I'm fucking starving. Okay, I haven't eaten anything like all day. I've been living the past week off of Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. You guys are reading the title, you're like, what the fuck is this about? Yes, I got dumped over a YouTube video. Obviously, it wasn't a very small story, and I have a decent following on social media, Instagram, Twitter. It turned into a huge deal. You guys probably remember the other video where I said that I am a pedophile. In this video, I said that I was a pussy with noodle arms. And that I wouldn't defend my girlfriend. This was taken literal. And then I got ignored for probably, I think it was about 5 or 6 days. So after getting ignored, you know, it finally just didn't work. So you guys are probably like, Nixie, why are you making this video? Well, Valentine's Day is around the corner. I know some people have been talking about it. You know, relationships. Now, you guys are probably like, Nixie, why are you making a relationship video? This is not about me, you know, this is about you guys. You know I have an audience. Some of them are younger, some of them are older, some of them are the same age. But either way, I have an audience, and this is something that I've wanted to do with my channel is, you know, I kind of want to talk about stuff. So, since I don't really have my funny videos set up, and I needed an upload, I figured out, you know, it's Valentine's Day in a few days, so let's sit down and let's talk about it. Exes. Exes. I mean, like, fucking so many exes that it's like math. How many times I don't really know much about math. Stay in school. But anyway, okay, exes. What are they used for, you know? Everybody goes, oh, I'm gonna be alone on Valentine's Day. I don't have anybody on Valentine's Day. Well, you know what? That's just fine. What is your ex to you? Well, an ex is a lesson. It never works on the first try. I mean, sometimes it does. Some people get lucky. Some people got it good. But doesn't always work on the first try. Why is that? Well, nothing works on the first try, and that was kind of the meaning of my last video. Everybody makes mistakes and you have to get over them. Nothing works on the first try, alright? You guys are probably like, you know, what happened and why did you get dumped over a YouTube video? Well, there's of course more things that go into it. There are more problems or whatever that people, you know, you don't know about. On social media, obviously, I'm a very open person. I'm open about my life, my relationship, and obviously, if I'm with somebody, I want to include them in my videos. I want to tease them, I want to joke around, and I want to have a good time. I want you guys to know what's going on with me. I want to feel like we have an open relationship, like I've always said. And the definition of crazy is repeating the exact same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. I guess I could be crazy, because I would do the exact same thing over and over and over and over. If you believe you're doing the right thing, maybe you just gotta find somebody that thinks the same way. Obviously, there were issues, and me bringing this out to the media, people were probably concerned. And the thing is, you see all sorts of social media posts. I post and people sometimes are like, Nixie, how do you have it so perfect? You have this perfect life, right? No, I don't. There are a lot of problems. I've fought with a lot of people. Sometimes I'm really not happy when I post, and sometimes I'll post something that I'm not satisfied with that other people like. But the thing is, there's a bigger picture. There's always a bigger picture that people don't see on social media. Nothing is perfect, but we like to talk about things and act as if they're perfect because we want them to be. It's like whenever you're with somebody, you don't just post to post about them. I mean, you want to put them on that golden pedestal for everybody to see and say, hey, that's mine. No, I get it. But there's also the point where you're like, don't fucking post it every 5 minutes. We don't need to see a picture of you, like, making out. That's just a little much. That's kind of weird, to be honest. If I came with my dog and I was just, no. Now, besides the point, exes, lessons, yes. You know, obviously, I don't have any hard feelings for what happened, the scenario. I'm just gonna put that out there. Memories, history. Everybody learns. And the thing is, whenever you have an ex, everybody always thinks you gotta blame the other person, right? Well, sometimes you're both at fault. Sometimes one or the other's at fault. It really doesn't matter who is at fault. The point is, it didn't work. And if something doesn't work, you move on. People also have this expectation with dating that you need to know somebody for weeks or months. You don't have to. You can find somebody at the mall that you don't even know their name, and you can be like, hey, you're cute. I wanna go out with you. And you can. You know what dating is? Dating is where you selectively will pick somebody out and you go, I want them. And it's an experiment. You see if it works, and if it doesn't, well, you both go your separate ways. Now, I like doing it the quicker way, because what's the point in being friends with somebody and then building it up and having a wonderful friendship, and that doesn't work out, and trying to get more, you get less. What I'm saying, guys, nothing is never fixable, but don't dwell on things just because it doesn't work. Sometimes people aren't compatible. If you feel a certain way for this person, doesn't mean they have to feel the same way back. Okay, things are not always identical emotions back and forth. So I just kind of wanted to say that. You know, there's people will fight behind the scenes that you never say, and people will argue, and there's just a point where sometimes people don't like arguing, they don't like fighting, and sometimes people will say things that they don't mean, or you won't matter much to somebody. It's not anything bad. You're not going to be alone for the rest of your life. Now, let's be honest. You see somebody posting all over social media with their relationship, half the time you get salty. Not because they're posting their relationship, it's the fact that you don't have one. But with each relationship, you're going to learn something that you didn't know in the last one, whether that's something about the other person and how other people will react to things that you do, things that you should be doing, things that you shouldn't have been doing. You find out what you want in a person, you figure out how to actually get to know people in general better. That is what it's about, and that's why every time, for the first time shouldn't work, if we're being honest. It's just kind of nature, it shouldn't work. And about third-party involvement, okay? There was a lot of third-party involvement, and this is why I mainly got broken up with. I didn't like her friends. The things that I personally didn't like, I know, you know, everybody feels different ways about that, and I didn't like the people she was hanging around. You know, they shouldn't have gotten involved, but they did. In doing that, you know, I brought other people involved into it, and third-party problems are always worse, because a relationship is between two people, okay? It's not between anybody else. If I post something on social media, I really don't give a fuck about your opinion. More of going, that person checking their phone and going, wow, they made a post about me, and reading that, and it's not even the fact that it's not what other people say about it, it's just the fact that it's public, and you're putting them out there publicly saying what you think about them, that you're not afraid to just kind of go out there and say it, you know? That's what it's about. But for real, don't ever let third parties get involved, okay? Now, obviously, I might sound like a little bit of a hypocrite because you're like, Nixie, you do get quite involved on social media and let us know when you're dating. So, yeah, I mean, everybody does. Most people do. Unless you're like Nate Shot and you just deny the fact that you have a girlfriend, okay? Nate Shot is just, you know. Following up from my last vlog, I made a video, and, you know, in the video I said, you know, I'd do anything to have my dad come down. That next day, even though my dad knew, you know, we were going through stuff, came down, and we actually did. We went to 7-Eleven, we got a drink, and we just drove around, and, you know, we talked about stuff. And we talked about relationships and everything. We caught up on a whole bunch of stuff. You know, one thing that my dad said that, I mean, him and I have both always agreed on, and we just haven't necessarily been super clear with each other, is, you know, you're always going to love somebody. If you love somebody, you love them no matter what they do, and you just want them to be happy. And that's one thing that he was telling me, is he didn't care if I went to college or did football like he did or whatever. It was just the fact that I was his son, he loved me, he wanted to be happy, you know? That's what it should be about. And another thing that I want to say is we're always so judging. A lot of people ask me, why do I do this? You know, Nixie, why do you do this? Well, it's not just a gaming channel, but you guys are like, why do you do social media and all this stuff in general? And why would you give up on your education and all this other stuff? And, you know, I've told you guys, I believe in a bigger purpose for things. Nobody else sees all the messages that I get from people that'll come back months later, or that'll message me every now and then, or I'll get a comment one day and somebody will be like, you know, I completely reevaluated this because of you, and I've never done that because of anybody else. You know, that's a feeling that's huge. I want to help people, and I know that sometimes all you have to give is words. I don't have many material possessions, I guess, to give. I'm more of a spiritual value and legacy kind of person. You know, I'd rather value my legacy over material possession. I'd work a 9-to-5 shitty job and barely live in an apartment and do what I love and just, you know, try and send a message to you guys. That's what it's always been about. There's always a deeper meaning to things, like I was saying. And that's what you have to find in your relationships. And when you're single, don't be like, oh, I gotta find one. I mean, obviously the most of us are, but don't feel bad because everybody else has got a relationship on Valentine's Day. I mean, obviously a relationship's just a relationship, and it's one fucking day. Holidays are just days where we decided, hey, we're gonna do this on this day. Do we have to? No, we wake up, it's the same day, we feel the same. It's just an excuse to buy some flowers or some chocolates. You could do that on any day, okay? Let's be honest here. And a girl might appreciate that. It might be a little more of a surprise than being expected on Valentine's Days. That's for you, gentlemen. You know, do something fancy. Not anything fancy. Doesn't have to be going out to dinner, but maybe write a nice little letter or a card, or go pick a rose on your way to school or something. You know, it doesn't matter. You could be in middle school and be a cheesy flirt that wants a relationship, right? Doesn't matter how young you are. You go for it. You learn as you go. Obviously, I'm 17. You guys are probably like, Nixie, why are you talking about relationships? You're fucking 17. Yeah, most people my age, they're going around smoking dope, fucking vaping on Instagram and drinking with their buddies trying to get laid. Not me. I'm sitting in a room. I play Xbox. Okay? I'm not like everybody else. If I could, I'd get a house, I'd have a nice job, I'd already have 2 kids, I'd be married, my life would be set. But it's not like that. I got a long ways to go and a lot of stuff to say to you guys. So, that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day. Whether you're alone or not, I'll be your fucking Valentine's Day. Now, that being said, Nixie, do you have a Valentine's? Now, it depends on what my pug is doing. But no, I might have somebody. I got somebody in mind, special person. Very, very oddly coincidental how similar we are. But, maybe I'll make a video on that. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll keep it off of social media. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Do you know that I don't know? Do I even know what I'm saying right now? Anyway, I love you guys. It has been Nixie. I hope you guys have an awesome February. I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. This video may be up Saturday or Sunday, but it's Friday today. So if you guys already saw it, question of the day. I might start doing these. But are you guys seeing Deadpool? Like, I wanted to see Deadpool, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to tonight. But I want to see Deadpool. How many of you guys have already seen it? How many of you guys want to go watch it? Do you want to go watch it with a friend? Let me know in the comment section below. YouTube, it has been Nixie. Fucking love you all. Bye-bye.